Welcome back. James Reed here with some dangerously fun juggling for you. Hope you all are enjoying your Sunday here at the Coconino County Fair virtual edition. Right now, everybody, it's time to play one of my favorite sports. That's right, I've got real bowling pins right here. And if I have real bowling pins, that means I must have... Yeah! That's right, a genuine 12-pound bowling ball right here. Now, as a juggler, I've got to do this a little bit differently. Instead of knocking things down, I have to get them up in the air. Hey! Yeah! That's how jugglers go bowling. By the way, if you want to check out me and my dangerously fun juggling show, please visit jrjuggler.com. And for all the fun we've got going on today and tomorrow, make sure you're at the fair, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels. Check out that full schedule at coconinocountyfair.com. We've got another act coming up here in just a second. But first, well, what's more dangerous to juggle than a bowling ball? Let's see what we have. There's the machete. I think that's more dangerous, yeah? Okay, even more dangerous still than the machete. The most dangerous juggling prop of all. Ladies and gentlemen, the rubber chicken! Do not doubt the rubber chicken. Rubber chicken's so dangerous she scares herself. What's that, chicken? Look. Oh my. I think she's nervous, everybody. She laid an egg. Oh good, I got breakfast tomorrow. Oh, kids, just in case you were wondering, it is a rubber egg. That's how it works. Rubber chicken, rubber egg. Things you learn at the fair. Now, I'd be nervous if I were the chicken, because right now, it's chicken versus machete versus bowling ball, and we shall see who comes out on top. How about that chicken, everybody? The chicken made it through. Yes, I know. You're the star. So now our entertainment continues with the Flagstone Four. The Flagstaff Foundry is our community's only inclusive monthly variety show and performance art incubator. Any performer can sign up, and audiences routinely witness newcomers and veterans performers alike, showcasing talents all across the spectrum, from stand-up comedy and spoken word poetry to aerial dance acrobatics and live peanut butter and banana sandwich making with the accompaniment of live oboe. You never know what you might see. One consistent element of the Foundry, however, is the Foundry Radio segment. Harkening back to days of yore, Foundry Radio brings us an episode of their longest running serialized radio play, the Flagstone Four.
Without further ado, it's time to see what your favorite ragtag bunch of locally inspired superheroes are up to. For your enjoyment, allow me to present Foundry Radio. Foundry Radio is performed for a live streaming audience. This episode, the Flagstone Four. Episode 58. Scoured by Nature, starring Jeffrey Whitaker as Tucker Ferguson, Becky Zaritsky as Emma Savory, Dapper Dre as Marley J, and Jeff McCarroll as Rex. Also starring Sue Monsoon, Sarah Andrews as Sue Monsoon. The Flagstone Four is narrated by Ryan Bowman. Episode written and directed by Garrison Garcia. The Flagstone Four is produced by Dina Bernice, Tim Simpson, and John Propster.
In humble Flagstone, an evil lurks. In many forms it strikes, casting fear into the city throughout the day and night. To whom will Flagstonians turn when villains come around? The Conductor, Enviro Girl, Hemp Hero, and Rex, the Talking Hound. The Flagstone Four. We join our heroes as they enjoy the great outdoors.
So, once you've collected enough soul stones, you can evolve Luther, which gives you access to his Doctrine of Faith ability. Comparatively, his damage per second might be low, but that ability makes up for it by controlling enemies.
Marley.
Sorry, I should have explained soul stones. You collect those during certain boss fights, but for some heroes, you can only access them through opening heroic chests and during special events.
No, Marley.
Right. What's a special event, you're asking? A special event happens over 3 days or so where you can do certain tasks and earn soul stones. If you pay to buy Valkyrie's favor, then...
Marley, stop.
Am I moving too fast for you? What's up?
No, Marley, we're on this camping trip to get away from screens.
Hence why I'm explaining the gameplay of Hero Wars. We don't have any screens out here to play it.
That's the point.
You mean we did this on purpose? What madness is this?
It's so we can enjoy the great outdoors by camping with friends.
I absolutely love camping. Getting out of the city and into nature is the best way to recharge.
I'll say detaching from screens is so important right now.
There's so many magnificent smells out here. I'm in paradise.
You're like Celeste, benevolent 1 second, and then when she activates her heroic special ability, a vicious betrayer the next.
Marley, take a look around. The forest is beautiful.
While I disagree with your tactics to remove Hero Wars from my hands, you all know how much I love trees. I'll tolerate the night away by indulging in nature's medicine.
I'm glad you can get on board with this. Now, let's set up our campsite. You all brought the requisite camping gear, right?
As we just established, I'm only just now learning about why we're even in the woods. And canonically, I'm very irresponsible and not to be counted on for any necessities.
Great.
And as a talking dog, I don't need shelter or a sleeping bag.
But you're afraid of the dark.
Yeah, but that doesn't require me to have my own tent, just one of yours.
So you're asking to share?
It's really up to you. But come nightfall, I'll be crying and whining, which will make you feel so guilty. You won't be able to help but bring me into your tent.
So I can breathe your panting dog breath all night?
Excuse you?
Not me. I'll be breathing the great outdoors.
You're going to lay your sleeping bag out under the stars?
Sleeping bag? Ha! Emma, a true outdoorsman doesn't need camping gear.
Here we go.
I'm using this camping trip as an opportunity to practice for the reality show Naked and Afraid. Except I'm going to have to call upon my high school theater classes to act afraid. You know what I mean?
A twig snaps nearby.
Did you guys hear that?
So let me get this straight. None of you brought any camping equipment at all?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, don't come begging to use my stuff.
You brought the whole REI catalog, didn't you?
REI? Hardly sustainable.
A co-op isn't progressive enough for you?
It's the gear that ravishes our environment. Do you know how many chemical agents are used to coat the fabrics of outdoor gear?
Oh, your equipment has that WAP.
WAP?
WAP?
What are you talking about?
WAP. W-A-P.
I don't think you're using that term correctly.
Sure I am. It's an old Scout acronym.
In that case, I'm sure you're not using it correctly.
WAP. It stands for Water Avoidance Protectorant.
No, it doesn't.
Emma, I know a little something about WAP, okay?
Whatever you say, Ben Shapiro.
Emma, your gear isn't made using caustic chemicals?
No, it's 100% sustainable. In fact, I made it myself by harvesting 200 square feet worth of kombucha SCOBY, tanning it into leather, and sewing them into a tent and sleeping bag.
Like Soylent Green.
Nothing like that.
Kombucha SCOBY. Is that the gooey stuff that floats on the top of all those mason jars in our kitchen?
That gooey stuff is a thriving life form, generously transforming sweet tea into slightly fermented, slightly carbonated, less sweet tea.
Wow. Sounds wonderful.
And when it's done doing that, you can transform the SCOBY into material by drying and tanning it.
And you made outdoor gear with that?
Yes, I'll hold for the Nobel Prize Committee.
Wow, very innovative.
The only problem is moisture.
Need WAP?
No, the SCOBY leather isn't waterproof.
Luckily, we're having such a dry spell. This Flagstone summer hasn't seen a drop of rain. And ironically, it's the only thing that could ruin our camping trip.
Just then, a bone-shaking crash of thunder rolls over the conversation. Dark clouds cast an ominous ceiling over the heroes.
Uh-oh. It looks like weather is rolling in.
Perhaps Krista, the weather-based warrior from Hero Wars, approaches. She's easily countered by Rufus, who has anti-magic shields. Pretty elementary stuff that you figure out at early game levels.
If it rains, my SCOBY tent and our camping trip will be ruined.
Did someone say rain?
Soon.
Me!
What are you doing here?
Just enjoying the Flagstone summer, monsoon style.
And interrupting our self-care. You know superheroes need relaxation and healthy boundaries through which we can recharge from our crime fighting.
I've come to interrupt that, yes.
How dare you?
And I just love camping. Oh, look, it's starting to rain.
Quickly, the gang piles into Emma's SCOBY leather tent.
Careful, it's only a one person.
We barely fit. Of course, on Naked and Afraid, I won't have a tent or, frankly, anything at all except what I make from things I find.
Well, there's certainly plenty of plastic scraps left over from the winter snow players.
Shove over now, let me through.
She's coming in with us?
Of course I am. It's raining out there.
We know you made it be raining.
All right, here we are, all snug in our tent. Now, who's up for some euchre?
No! Card games in a tent? I'd so much rather be just playing Hero Wars.
The SCOBY leather is keeping out the moisture so far, but I don't know how much longer it's going to hold.
I'm realizing that my skin hasn't had enough time to condition it against the elements.
Which means...
If the SCOBY leather tent fails, my cotton clothes will get soaked.
And if your cotton clothes get soaked?
My tender skin will chafe.
And how is that any different than the situation we are all in?
Well, that it's happening specifically to me.
And everyone else.
Yeah, but me.
Who wants to deal?
Sue, we have to talk.
It's fine. If you don't know how to shuffle, I can deal.
No, we know how to shuffle. I mean, well, they do. I don't have opposable thumbs because I'm a dog.
I knew there was something different about you.
No, it's just that, well, we don't want you here.
Aghast!
You're ruining our camping trip.
Ruining? Until I showed up, you had no euchre.
We're camping to recuperate and recharge. You're draining our emotional energy right now.
This is unbelievable.
And I'm all stressed out because of the lightning. See? See how I'm panting?
Thankless.
Thankless? How do you mean?
The citizens of Flagstone have been absolutely begging for rain to come. And now, here you have Sue Monsoon herself in your one-man tent, no less.
One person.
One-person tent, no less. And this is the thanks I get?
Right? We are in a drought right now.
Everything is dusty and wildfire danger is sky high.
And here I am.
But my SCOBY tent.
Flagstone wants me.
What if we make a deal?
I'm listening.
Tucker bargaining with a supervillain?
I've got this.
All right, Tucker, I'm listening.
You let us have this one night of relaxation in the wilderness, and we pick up our rivalry tomorrow.
Not exactly a fair deal. What's in it for me right now?
Soul stones.
Marley, will you knock it off with that Hero Wars game?
No, Emma. I'll give Sue some of my soul stones.
Gasp!
Sue, in exchange for peace and quiet tonight, so that we can enjoy a camping trip and recharge, I'll give you 100 of my soul stones.
Is that even a real thing?
I can't tell.
Are we in the game? How deep does this go?
My friends and I need rest. I have a sublime ability to be unflappable and blissfully carefree, but my friends aren't as simple. They need quiet. They need self-care. That means you gotta go.
And if I do, you'll give me 100 of your soul stones?
Yes.
Okay, Marley, it's a deal. You get your relaxation tonight, and in exchange for 100 soul stones. Deal?
Deal.
As they shake hands, lightning crashes and the storm swells. Wind tears through the campsite, kicking up dust, knocking branches from trees. The gang holds their SCOBY tent down, desperately bracing against the storm. And then, suddenly, it stops. As the debris settles, the clouds part, revealing a clear, star-filled sky. Sue Monsoon, nowhere to be found. A distant roll of thunder, the last sign of her.
Marley, are you okay?
I think so. I wasn't sure if that would work or not.
Good thinking, pal.
Yeah, tricking her with a nonsense video game commodity. Good thing soul stones don't exist.
A sudden clap of thunder startles the group.
Yeah. Good thing.
Marley?
Will Marley's bargain have catastrophic consequences? How will Emma home manufacture a natural waterproofing agent for her SCOBY leather? Does Tucker have a chance at being selected for the next season of Naked and Afraid? Self-care trade for soul stones paid. Rest and relaxation, but at what cost? Find out next time with another thrilling installment of the Flagstone Four. Flagstone is safe for another day. Danger has come and gone. The Flagstone Four protect the good from dusk until the dawn. But how long will the safety last? How long will all be well? What will the Flagstone Four face next? Only time will tell.